I'm really sorry. It's like really random. I had like one video last week, and then I had like 2 videos in one day, like 3 days later. It's weird. So you guys may know this, you may not know this, depending on when you're watching this, but Alex is out of town. She's coming back soon though, which is really good. She's gonna stay with me for an entire week with her puppy, and I'm really excited for that. I miss her so much. It's like crazy. So I mean, like, I haven't made a video at all about me, just like talking about myself. I was born April 21st, 1998 at a hospital in Monterey, California. Monterey isn't a small town. It's very well known. It's not small, but it's not big. And my parents met in college in Illinois, and they moved to Monterey, and then they had my brother, and then 2.5 years later they had me. And when I was about 8 months old, we moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't remember living in Monterey at all, but I did that. And you know what? I know this sounds like really weird, but like, no, this isn't weird at all. What am I talking about? I think I'm gonna do like a throughout the years. Juicy Star did it. I know I'm taking ideas from like everyone with our speed sculpting and stuff like that, but I'm taking ideas. Oh well, I don't really care. I'm gonna do the throughout the years. She got it from somebody else. I don't know who else did it. I only know that Juicy Star 07 did it, or the other Juicy Star 07, whatever channel she put it on. Though I know she did it, and I really enjoyed watching like her throughout the years, like the little things she remembered. So I'll do that. You know what? I'm just gonna totally skip the just telling you about myself. I'm gonna do a throughout the years video. Why not? So okay, I know you go from birth to preschool, and then you go up to there. And I know it's really weird because I'm only a freshman. Well, technically I'm a sophomore now, but so I haven't really lived enough. But I'll go up till 8th grade. How about that? And then maybe in like 5 years later. Oh, that's really loud. I'm gonna go turn it off. Okay, so I'm back. And so I'll just go up to 8th grade because I remember a lot about 8th grade, but, you know, at least I'll tell you about it. Okay, so birth to preschool. I don't remember much, as I said earlier. I was born in Monterey, and my parents, before I was even born, they were both bartender waitresses, and they met and they started dating and they fell in love and they got married, and they're still together to this day. And I feel really lucky to have like 2 parents that like are still together and still really happy. And so we moved to Charlotte when I was about 3 years old. We lived in this old brick house. Okay, I don't remember every single detail, of course, because it was like 3 or 4. No, I was 3 because we moved to Charleston when I was 4. So I was like 2 or 3 years old, and the main thing I remember is that this big brick house. It was probably smaller, but I was really short, so it was probably huge to me. I don't remember how big it was, but I kind of remember it being pretty big for my size. I remember playing with this little blonde girl. I don't know her name. I have seen pictures of her, and I just don't know who this child is. Though I remember playing with her. She's a little blonde. She had curls. I remember she was like either behind us or across the street from us. And we used to play with her. I remember that. I remember ladybugs. I don't know why I remember ladybugs, but I remember ladybugs like everywhere. Like they were in the bathtub. They were like, and maybe like my mom had plants and she put ladybugs in them. I'm gonna ask her about that because all I remember is ladybugs. Just no specific why we had ladybugs, but they were like, I remember seeing pictures of ladybugs in a bathtub, like ladybugs on the floor, and like me collecting all the ladybugs. I don't know. Okay, and I also remember my brother teasing me about spiders. Now, I am absolutely terrified of spiders. Like, spiders, any bugs whatsoever, except for ladybugs. I like ladybugs. But I think this is why I'm terrified of spiders. My brother, I remember, used to tease me, and he would say that, like, spiders are gonna crawl up from under your beds and, like, attack your feet and bite you. And I would be so scared to go to bed because I was afraid spiders were going to crawl up from my bed. And I had one of those little itty-bitty kid twin beds with the little railings on the side. And so he would tease me every single night. And then finally, one night, we shared a room. I felt something by my feet. And so I pulled my blanket back, and there was a big, huge banana spider in my bed. And I freaked out. And, like, he teased me the night before, and I was like, no, there's not a spider in my bed. My dad was like, he's just trying to get to you. Just ignore him. But, like, there was this actual spider in my bed. And I was, like, freaking out. So I remember that. And then we moved to Charleston, my favorite place in the world. I don't even know if my dad's home. I don't really care if he's home. He's probably just like, who are you talking to? Okay, so we moved to Charleston when I was about 3 or 4. I don't remember the exact age because I don't know the details. But I remember us looking for a house. And I remember, like, every single house we went to, I would, like, jump around and be like, Mommy, can we get this one? Can we get this one? I really want this one. Like, every single house. Even if it was a good house, bad house, I just wanted a house for some reason. I was just, like, freaking out. So, I remember 2 houses that we looked at. One of them we ended up looking at. So, I remember 2 houses. One of them was this little white house, and it was kind of dirty, but I didn't really think about it. But now I do, and it was carpeted. It was very white. I remember the walls being white, and there was, like, white blinds and stuff like that. I remember there was a spider on the blinds. I remember that. Okay, so then we went to the other house. And this is in Island Palm, South Carolina, so it's not in Charleston. It's in Charleston County, but it's, like, it's one of the barrier islands out. So we get to this house, and they had black and white checkered flooring in the dining room and the kitchen. Just kind of a bay window, and, like, I remember being so excited. Me and my brother were jumping up and down, and I was like, oh, can I get this house? Can you get this house? My mom was like, yes, you can get this house. And I remember my room had white and yellow stripes, and, like, on half, and then the other half was polka dots, white and yellow polka dots. It was a really cute room. I really miss it. And, like, I don't really remember much of it. We moved from that house when I was supposed to go, but that's way far ahead. So this is still preschool. And I remember my 4th birthday. I don't remember my 5th birthday at all. I don't even remember, like, being 5, or, like, times when I knew I was 5. But I remember my 4th birthday. I was obsessed with Cinderella. Like, absolutely obsessed. And I still am. I'm such a huge daddy's girl. So my dad and me and my mom and my brother, we made this, like, huge Cinderella birthday party. My dad probably has the tape up, but I'm not going to go find it because I'm lazy. So it was a huge Cinderella birthday party, and we had, like, you would show up in, like, rags, and we had this bubble machine, and we were, like, pretending like we were cleaning the floors, like in that song, that part of the movie where she's singing, and she's, like, cleaning the floors, and there's bubbles everywhere. So we had a bubble machine while we were, like, fake cleaning the floors. I don't know. And then I remember we would go into my bedroom, and we would get dressed up in our princess outfits, and then we went out to have dinner, and we had, like, fake champagne glasses with our names written on them, and my dad and I made the cake, and it was, like, a pink cake, and we took ice cream cones, like the pointy kind, and we painted them, and we stuck them on each corner so it looked like a castle. So I remember that. That was, like, really cool. My dad always talks about how it was his favorite birthday of mine, so I remember that. And so preschool. I remember a lot about preschool. I went to a Montessori, which is, like, a private preschool. My mom was really good friends with my teacher. Her name was Shannon. She was really, really pretty. I remember her being really pretty. And I remember, I remember learning Spanish. I remember sitting in a circle while she was reading, not paying attention because I'm kind of a stubborn child. I remember cutting bread, like, with an actual knife. I remember finding a cutting board with bread on it and actually taking a knife and cutting the bread and eating it. Like, every day I would run to that room, grab the little cutting board, sit on the table, and cut bread and eat it, and nobody knew I was doing it until one day when the teacher saw me and she took the knife away from me. I didn't really think that was a bad thing that I was cutting bread, but apparently it was. I don't remember eating glue. I don't think I did that. I remember eating bread. I know, it's so random. Just, I can't remember anything else. I think that's it. I can't remember anything else until kindergarten, which I don't even remember much. Kindergarten's gonna be a really short video. So yeah, that's what I remember. Oh no, one more thing. Okay, I remember going to one of the graduations of preschool, because we had preschool graduation. It wasn't mine, and I didn't know what I was doing there. I was just like, oh, we're going to preschool at night? This is weird, Mom. So we go to preschool, and like, all the little kids walk up and they would kneel on the table to get their diplomas. And I run up there with them, and my mom has to go there. She's like, no, sweetheart, it's not that turn. And then I remember running back and getting a cookie, because I really wanted a cookie. Okay, so that's what I remember from birth to preschool. Yeah. This turned from a video telling you about myself to a throughout the years. But I want to do it more, so I'm going to do it. I know that Juicy Stars people, nobody really watches this. I mean, like, I'm going to be honest. I have 6 or 7 subscribers, I think. Last time I checked, I think I had 7, but I don't know. But if you guys want to make a video response telling me your birth to preschool, which is what Juicy Stars fans did, they, like, did that. So if you guys want to, like, leave a video response of you, I think that'd be really cool to watch. So let me know, and I'm gonna get Alex to do it. So even if she's stubborn, I'll make her do it. Don't worry. It's good talking to you. Bye.